the script is complete, the reporter will take the printed copy to the edit bay. Microphones are only in edit bays 1 through 3. In Final Cut Pro, go to the Window menu and choose Record Audio. This will bring up the Final Cut Pro 10 audio recording interface. In the dialog box, be sure the destination is set to your event, and the input device is set to AJA Kona LS Mono Channel 1. Monitor should be set to built-in line output. Check the box next to Monitor to test your microphone. The mic goes through an external audio mixer. The mixer is a little black box near the computer. It has black dials on it. There should be several different inputs along with a master. The inputs that should be up on the mixer should be master and mic. Also, the power must be on the mixer. When you pick up the mic and start talking, you should see the VU meter move, and it should be getting just to the point of red when you peak. Okay, once those audio levels are set correctly on the mixer, now we can start looking at the audio record dialog box. Again, if you click that monitor button on there, you'll be able to hear to make sure that the microphone sounds correct. It'll be a little hollow because you're going to be getting feedback through the speakers. But as soon as you know that everything sounds okay, turn that monitor button off. Otherwise, when you record, it'll sound hollow just like it did through the speakers, kind of reverby. Now read a test of your script into the microphone in the same voice that you plan to record. Be sure to stand up and hold your script so that you're not looking down and blocking your airflow. Keep an eye on the levels meter in the record audio interface. The levels should be between -12 and -6 decibels. The color on the meter will begin to change from green to yellow after -6 decibels. It turns to red when the levels hit 0 decibels. This is the level at which the audio clips and it sounds really distorted and crackly. Adjust the mic and the master controls in the audio mixer to get your voice up to the proper level. When you're ready to record, click the red button and say track 1, take 1, in 3, 2, 1, mark. Then you can begin reading the first track of your script. If you read it perfectly the first time, hit the record button to stop recording. But if you didn't get it right on the first take, continue recording and start take 2. This time say track 1, take 2, in 3, 2, 1, mark. Keep going until you read it correctly and get a good take. Then hit the red button again to stop recording. Okay, repeat that step and record a separate track for each of your voice tracks. Note that your voice tracks will appear in the browser window, but they will also appear on the timeline. You'll need to delete the voice tracks from the timeline to avoid confusion later when you're editing. Once you've deleted the voice tracks from the timeline, find your tracks up in the browser window. They'll be named VoiceOver 1, VoiceOver 2, and so on. You'll see that these clips show a graphic representation of the waveform. If you've recorded correctly, you should see something similar to what you see on the screen here, where you can see the peaks of each individual syllable. For instance, when you say track 1, take 1, in 3, 2, 1, mark, you should see each one of those peaks hit. And then there's a little pause, and that will be right where you begin the beginning of your track. Okay, now just as you did with the sound bites, find the beginning of your voice track, and use the arrow keys if you need to, and mark an in point. Then find the end of your track and mark an out point. If you have multiple takes in one clip, be sure you get the right one, and only the right one. You don't want to have the voice track read through twice. Usually the best clip is going to be the last one. And as with sound bites, it's really important to review the selection by hitting the / key. If it isn't correct, fix it. Okay, and again, once you get your selected range, hit F to make it a favorite. Go up to the browser and rename the clip to say track 1. Repeat this process for each of the voice tracks. Now, go back and select the in to out range for each voice track and drag them to the A-roll keyword collection. At this point, the photog can jump in and begin editing.